Ah, a pleasure to meet you all. Greetings, members of the Federation, the Klingon Defense Force, the Romulan Republic, and the Dominion. I am Captain Ri'shad, aka the Renegade, and this is a Star Trek Online Starship Stats Review. Please get comfortable and be ready, because as much as I wanted to start off with the new Terran Archon, I'm afraid I simply have to start discussing this ship first of all. So allow me to introduce you to the Cnidarian Defender in its true beautiful form. Be very careful, those tentacles apparently can sting. No, I simply have to say this right now, right off the bat. If you guys are umming and ahhing whether to get this ship or not, because the console's locked to the ship and, well, the traits, what the traits? I'm telling you right now, get this ship. No ifs, whens or buts. Get this ship. This is probably one of the... No, actually I'm going to go and say it. This is the best free ship we've had in this game in a while. This ship is a lazy boat masterpiece, and Lord have mercy if you add extra stuff to it to make that lazy boat even better, because the form you're seeing on screen right now is lethal, and I'm very suspicious that it's probably going to get nerfed, because right now even I, who am not very good DPS wise, can get fun little DPS stats out of this ship, and in the right situation I can just sit there, lay back and relax and let the ship do its thing. So, without further ado, here are her stats. A tier 6 cruiser with at level 65, 65,250 hull. Her hull modifier is a extremely impressive 1.45 with a shield modifier of 1. Her turn rate is 7. Her impulse modifier is 0.14 and her inertia rating is 30. With bonus powers to all power settings of 5, she is literally sitting there as your atypical, what you'd expect from your average cruiser. She doesn't sound anything overly special right now, she's just a little bit hull tanky. Hell, even her console slots, which is 3 tactical, 5 engineering and 3 science, doesn't sound anything special, does it? She's 4 forward weapons and 4 aft weapons. She only has 4 bridge officer positions, but much like as we saw in the pilot of TNG, the ship can give you all that you need, happily provide for you, even if you're enslaving it. This ship goes out of its way to provide for you. With a commander engineering and 3 lieutenant commander slots, 1 tactical, 1 science, 1 universal, the universal having miracle worker seating, this ship is highly efficient. Overall with the stats, I'm going to tell you right now, she's an absolutely brilliant support vessel. Over the top, in fact, she's become my hill boat. I know some of you are going to be going, what on earth are you talking about having a hill boat? Hill boats are useless in the game. There's that endeavor, okay? I did have the legendary temporal disco ship acting as my hill boat. Lovely named it the USS Chapel after Strange New Worlds, Nurse Chapel. Might have a crush there. But this ship very quickly outpaced it, mostly because it can use all the abilities that I've got on the USS Chapel, but its own special console that is unique and locked to this ship is not only brilliant for helping support your allies by healing them and making sure they stay in the fight, but also dealing out a very good amount of damage. Now, I'm not going to say it's in the extreme territory of damage, but it is in such a good territory that you more than deal the damage you need to as a support player. You definitely generate plenty of threat if you really want to as a tank. And DPS players, well, here's your lazy boat. And let's go on to that. Tanking. This ship is incredible as a tank. I've got another build I use on it other than my healer build, which I call the Savage build. And it is taking the advantages of this ship to its peak that I can possibly pull out of it. And it's sitting there in the midway between DPS and support, except for if I'm not careful and generating so much threat, I might as well be the tank of the field with no survivability. So it's very easy, honestly, to generate the threat that you're going to need, and then giving it the endurance it needs to be a good tank, whether it is simply enduring or going a little bit further and regenerating. She's going to do it. Then we got a DPS potential. This is probably the bit that surprised me the most, because when I initially looked at the stats, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are the same. You looked at it and went, nah, she's not going to really have the DPS potential. She's missing out on bridge officer traits. She's not got a lot of console power for tactical unless you X upgrade her. Her maneuverability is 7, which is a bit on the low side. And being a 4-4, it's not really the most optimal. I mean, brilliant for broadside, but it's not the most optimal. So surely she wasn't going to be that good. My word, I ate my words. I think I've learned my lesson. Never underestimate a ship. And this is what I mean by, if you're not certain, hear me out. Get this ship, please. Please. This is one of the best budget builds that you're going to have for, I'm pretty sure, a while, because Cryptic doesn't do this very often. It probably was a mistake on Cryptic's part. But budget builds are one of the best aspects of STO. Being able to play up there with the high-end players and not have to spend a huge amount, it's difficult. This ship is going to massively help towards that. So, just saying, guys, honestly, consider it. Now, normally I would go from this part into a discussion on the console or the traits. I'm going to hesitate for a second on that one, because I just want to quickly talk about customization of this ship. I'm not going to go anywhere for it. I'm just literally going to say it here while the stats are still on screen. Right. This is important. Vanity Shield customization. Putting Vanity Shields on this ship. When it fades back from the form it's currently in, you'll sort of see the fade in of the Vanity Shield you're using. When it goes into this form, the Vanity Shield randomly out of existence temporarily. And you'll basically see it transform in its standard appearance. That's all fine. I don't think that's overly a bad thing. Vanity Shields do not affect this form. This form will always look like the beautiful, slightly hairy, blue and slumbersome jellyfish that it is. It kind of looks like he's sleeping to me. Slumbersome, I'm making up a word here. On from that, there is no special bridge because no special holes. You can't put other holes in this ship. It's only the hull of this ship. That is it. It's called the Farpoint hull for some reason. I get this ship was at Farpoint, but Cnidarian would have probably been a smarter name for that. Obviously, there's no extra templates. And you can put patterns on the ship, which are quite nice because you can get some sort of floral or star aesthetic looks on the ship. It can be very interesting to look at them. But no colorization. They're all black and sort of grey. So be aware of that. You can't really add colour to it unless you do throw a Vanity Shield on it. And most of the Vanity Shields are extremely bland because, well, as you initially saw when the ship transforms, I'll show you again, the ship is a very blanket whole texture. The pink patterns, they don't change, nothing like that's going to be effective for you. You're literally just going to have basically Vanity Shield texture 1 on the ship, and that will be it. Maybe you'll have the glowing stream from the impulse array if there's a special version of that. You could always do as Oggy joked and give it the butt forks if you want to put the competitive prevailing impulse engines on this ship. But yeah, you'll see them in a second. Right, let's get actually to the other interesting aspects. So okay, just quickly, we'll have a little bit of fun. And I'll slap through a couple of these Vanity Shields, just so you can see roughly what I've been talking about Vanity Shield wise. Now you can see, keeps itself relatively plain. When you change it, there are some that don't do this so much. You can pull on the Riemann, doesn't look so great on this ship if I'm frankly honest. However, some of the nice ones, prevailing if you want to put competitive on. Turn on the butt forks while you're at it. Hello there. You can go, ooh, what was that one? Zenkef. That one looks interesting on this ship too. Always a nice look when the Zenkef works. Folian's a bit odd on the ship, but I actually do kind of like it. Feels a bit more glowy. Really needs a material update, doesn't it? From the Terran Task Force ones, and they're quite nice as well. I mean, circling the ship's almost pointless if I'm honest. Get some weird ones if you throw on something like the Xaphan-ShadowStar. Dyson was a specifically nice one. I think really suits this ship quite well. Throw on the Herc if you want to give it a sort of a skin, make it feel a bit like a cocoon. Openly though, they're not all that great. And like I said, there are patterns you can put on the ship and they'll result in sort of what you're seeing right now. Almost floral or star-like patterns. Some looking like shurikens. It's interesting, each one a little bit different. Now. Now. I threw sentry mode on this ship from the Baul, just purely because I literally went and bought the Baul ship as well. I didn't have it for this character. I went and bought the Baul ship for this character just so I could do this. Just to test how crazy the lazy boat is. This is the Savage build. Healer. Yeah, all its abilities are there to help heal up allies and support them. Honestly though, overall, I'm just going to say it, this ship is brilliant. The console itself really does benefit from having your power settings set just perfect and right. Keeping up your power transfer rate, it will be very useful for it, even though when you do activate it, it will disable your weapons and full impulse. Keeping in mind though that this is very much a EPG affected but also simultaneously weapons power level affected console, you can get some real decent damage output from this. As a result of it being affected sort of both by EPG and standard weapons power settings, the fact that you can proc loads of extra abilities off while this console is active really makes it devastatingly strong. It's why I'm going to take what I'm calling the Savage build. It's not perfected yet, but the Savage build in action purely is because I want to really see what this can do. But let's just be fair here. It deals 12,385 electrical damage with a 10% chance of hold for 3.7 seconds. And that's still up to 5 foes. Also up to 5 allies, it can heal 3,000 550 hit points and grants them a 60% all damage resistance rating. Sure, the Star Jelly form. Oh, hang on. No, I'm going to have to rename this ship Star Jelly. I'm naming the ship Star Jelly. It's called what it's called at the moment because it's supposed to be Japanese. Apparently, this is Japanese for tentacle. And yes, I was going with that joke. But seriously, no, I'm going to have to call it Star Jelly. I like that too much. The Star Jelly form gives it lots of combative, powerful capability, plus massive support capability. It automatically deactivates if your hull goes below 10%, or if certain aspects are done to you, but I think that's more of a bug. I am namely hinting at control abilities that can knock you out of it, kind of. But ignoring that, with a 38 to all damage resistance and a 28.5 to hull restoration as passives, this is a really good console. Excellent for tanks, excellent for supports, and actually pretty good for DPS. I'm giving this console 4 out of 5. The only reason it's not getting 5 out of 5 is because it is locked to this ship. Can't use it on any other ships. And I really hate that when you see that on these consoles. But this is a free ship, so there's no way it's going to get... And being such a good console and being on a free ship, there's no way it's going to drop below 3. Trait. Now, the trait is kind of one of my niggles. If this was on any other ship, say Zenstor or that, I guarantee it would be scoring low. Because, in my personal opinion, argue with me if you wish in the comment section, feel free, but I feel like this is a highly specialised trait for only a set circumstance. The only reason you're really going to want to take advantage of this trait is if you are a supporting tanks. Why? Well, when you activate a whole healing or miracle worker ability, it will grant to the target or to yourself plus 80% physical and kinetic damage resistance rating, and reflects 25% of physical or kinetic damage pre-resistance back to the attackers. Now, sure, you can use this on yourself, and as a tank, this would be an excellent trait. But it's more useful to a support tank. Oh, sorry, a tank support, not a support tank. Sorry, a tank support who I'm getting those phrases around the wrong way. Sorry, so a support tank, supporting tank, because if you keep an eye on them, make sure you use this ability at the right times when they've got all that threat generating, they're being bombarded like mad by kinetic damage or physical damage, it's going to help you rebound that damage back. I have just one teeny tiny issue with gelatinous membrane, and that is I would have much preferred it if it wasn't kinetic and physical, because let's be fair, most of the time you're being bombarded, it isn't by those, is it? When you got an enemy bombarding you, it's it's normally energy weapons. Now this will be right in PvP, going up against kinetic builds, DPS kinetic builds. But taking it into PvE and say Infected Conduit, honestly, I would have much rather that said energy. But hey, fine as it is, I appreciate it. It is a good trait for what it does do. As a result, I would have given it 2 out of 5. I'll acknowledge that. But I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 purely because it is on a free ship, and thus it doesn't have to be an amazing trait. It's coming on a ship that's free. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not really sure how to show the full potential of this ship. So I think what I'm going to do isn't going to run a ninth rule. We're going to slam ourselves over there. Damn it, my testing ground over there is annoying me now. Why did I test over there? Let's see if I can't find something that works better then. Something similar. What can I come up with? Now, I'm going to acknowledge that this build would work way better if it was in a, hello Dragon Prince. If it was in a broadside setup. I'm not going to be in a broadside setup though. When I've got myself in a point where I can really show off lazy boating, I'm going to go lazy boat crazy with this and give you a real idea what this ship can do. With its console active, but then also I'm going to go a little bit over the top and, yeah. Well, we'll see. Off the bat right now though, let's wipe these guys out. Come on, running in advance. This is an easy one. Wipe these guys out. Oh. He's being bullied down there, isn't he? Really should have used Wow, sorry, I really should have considered using better torpedoes on this ship. Acknowledged, I don't care, go away. What I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm going to be sitting literally on top of one of these satellites, going into the jellyfish, then going in a sentry mode, and just being lazy. Lazy boat. Oh. Right, I kind of hope to be ready when they turn up. Here we go. Get rampaged. Cloak! Woo! Wipe them out. Bring them all into the action. Let's put that up around us too. Jiminy crickets. Got him sitting there above us. I don't think a lot of these guys are going to end up getting close enough now to be destroyed, because he's going to be wiping them all out himself. Damn. Well, at least you should be able to see roughly what I mean by lazy boat, because I'm just going to sit here now. Actually, no. Hang on. All I'll do is I'm going to trigger off the spam bar, which I haven't been doing up to this point. Spam bar! Let the spam bar do its thing. Oh, I'm getting torpedoed again. Ouch, that hurt. Oh, you big meanie, how could you? Here, let me track to beat. Oh, sorry, gravity well you again. Probably should do that a bit closer to me so I get some benefits from it. There we go. There you go, see, I can benefit from it now, and all my sentries can benefit from it. Not doing this on purpose, totally. It just feels so weird to do. I'm just sat here spamming off a bar and not much more. And it's easy. It's too easy. I can just sit here, enjoy myself. Kind of wish the other guys weren't all jumping in at this side, because you'd be able to see very quickly just how much damage this can do as well. Whoop. Nah, too many other people joined into that. It's just too easy when they make it this easy. Get dragged in there. Go on, get over there. You all suck. I can't find my torpedoes off in this mode. Oh, that would be hilarious if I could, though. Fire, fire, fire! Just watching these guys getting popped off is just funny. Wait a second, let my ability recover. We've got another 2 minutes of this. I'm bored, I'm just sat here. This isn't even a really effective build, and I'm just, yeah. Lazy boat, have some fun. I'll fall asleep now. It's funny because being sat here and because everyone is flying above, instead of everyone just watching over certain areas, everyone is flying around. Generator Beta is taking no damage. Alpha and Gamma. Yeah. Wait, this is a review, guys. This is a review. I'm not criticizing other players' strategy. But I am criticizing strategy because I'm one of those people. Strategize! Wipe 'em out and wreck 'em all. This is just way too strong. Mind you, I love Biol Sentry mode. I love the Biol ship, to be honest. It's one of my favourite ships in the game. I know it's not extremely powerful, but it's just so much fun to fly it. My new one is called the Obsidian! Lord have mercy. I'm hoping you guys are getting the rough idea of what I meant here. So let me wrap up, so to speak. Honestly, if it's not completely obvious by what you're watching right now, this ship is just magnificent, in my personal opinion. So yes, I strongly recommend her to everyone. She's free to acquire, so you might as well acquire her. There's no real big loss to do so. I guarantee you'll enjoy flying her. 100% guarantee that. So guys, what are you waiting for? Get logged in, take part in the Rising event, earn her for free, and enjoy the power that she has. My overall score for this ship, well, style and design, as I'm going to put into this one, she's kind of bland and boring, but she's based on something from the pilot. That was kept simple. The jellyfish looks absolutely amazing. I love the fact they bothered to completely retexture her, so let's give her credit on that one. I'll give her 4 out of 5 for design. Would have liked to have seen some other little extras added in, but that's the only reason it's not getting 5. Now, as a tank, so long as you focus on tank, she's really good at it. So, I'll give her 4 out of 5 for that. As a support, she's absolutely amazing, and I'll give her 5 out of 5 for that. And for DPS, she has a very good amount of potential, so long as you're not mean, you're actually intelligent. So again, I'll give her 4 out of 5 for that. With an overall score, she's free. She's getting 6 out of 5. Screw the flipping... No, seriously though. She gets max marks, 5 out of 5. The reason I joke there and say 6 out of 5 is just because it's been a very long time since we've had a good free ship that does things as well as this one does. I'm very appreciative of that from Cryptic. Really hope this is something to be something like... I'm hoping this is good foreshadowing of where Cryptic is going. And like Cryptic is going to be a bit nicer to the player base. And give us some really good ships that are at the more affordable end. I'm looking forward to seeing this. To play more with the ship. I'm definitely getting onto the new Terran. That's more my style of ship anyway. What do you guys think, guys? Do you like her? What do you guys think, guys? I'm an idiot. Do you like her? Are you getting her? Do you wish we got something else for the summer event? Because I know some people are generally in that mindset. Please let me know in the comment section below. Look forward to the review of the new Shakar, as well as well, the visual review of the Shakar, as well as the reviews of the new Terran Archon. And can I say a massive thank you to the people credited on the screen who has helped to support this channel in its growth and my health as a result. It means the world to me. Again, another shout out to Oggy, because without his streams and videos that he does on the most recent ships, I'd actually have a lot of a harder time with what I do, so he's a massive help to me. And can I also, at the moment, because I don't think I've said this enough, shout out to GXA. If you don't know who they are, look them up. You find them around. They are a group of STO players that are always there to help out. Great part of the STO community. Someone who I am actually associated with. And seriously, if you ever need help, reach out to one of us. We'll be happy to hear you out. See what we can help you out with. That being said, till next time, guys. Ciao for now. And look out for the stream where I'm going to be giving away one Archean Dreadnought. Ciao for now.